Hello everybody, how is it going? Welcome to your daily dose of Mechwarrior Online. Today I am very proud to deliver you another loadout for the Bushwacker. I'm playing the Bushwacker X1 today in a very nice brawling loadout. And on top of that, I will show you a very epic game of how to win Escort Mode. The mode is very rare and people don't know really what they have to do there, but I hope you will learn something today. But before we get into the games, I will quickly show you the build. So we have a brawling loadout here that is featuring 3 SRM6 and Artemis, a large pulse laser and 4 machine guns. So you could probably do a better brawling loadout with the 4 SRM Artemis built with another Bushwacker, but I wanted to do a machine gun loadout here. So I'm taking the 3 SRM6s and I think that it's just enough. So having 3 deals out quite a lot of damage. Also, you got a large pulse laser on top of that, and the firepower is very decent. So 68 damage is really good. Again, on top of that, you've got the machine guns, and the basic idea is to just remove armor very quickly from the enemy with the SRMs and the large pulse laser combined, and then you are going in with the machine guns, destroying everything that was in that component and the component itself, and eventually the whole mech. So just cripple the enemy and then rip them apart bit by bit. This is a really nice close-range brawling loadout that has some mid-range capabilities with the large pulse laser. Also, I've got 4 tons of ammo and 2 heat sinks. So you could argue that you could put off one of those heat sinks because the heat management is very decent. 1.49 is really high. And put another ton of ammo into that, and I would probably put it in here for some crit padding. So this one will be blown up in 1 of 5 chance when the side thruster is hit. Because 5 slots are occupied, and then the random number generator will determine one of the slots that gets the crit, but that's another story for another video. So this is my mech as it is right now, and I think 4 tons of ammo is just enough. It's quite on the edge of having a bit too less ammo, but I think it's just enough. The modules are a radar deprivation module because I don't like being shot with enemy long-range missiles. I've got the SRM range and cooldown module because these are the main weapons. These are removing the armor so fast, and I need that to be effective. And I've got a UAV and an improved airstrike because the heat management of that is so good. You don't need any cool shots. It's just fine. And yeah, that is the loadout. By the way, look at that amazing camo pattern. It is for free at the moment when I'm uploading that video. If you just play a bunch of Bushwacker games and get some kills or kill most damage dealt, get 35 of them and you get that camo for free for all of your Bushwackers. That is really cool. But yeah, that's the build, and now it's time to hit the battlefield. Alright, we are playing Escort on Grim Plexus, and I'm actually very happy that we are playing Escort because then I can show you how you properly play this game mode. So we made a lot of smart choices here, but before we get into it, I want to show you my thoughts on this. I wanted to check that Night Drive's weapon and I was like, what? SRMs? And he was like, yeah, I guess. SRMs. And I was like, oh boy. I think that was kind of the conversation that went down in our heads. But actually he's doing pretty fine. So let's get over to the strategy that we are pulling off here. So as you can see, we've got the big bad Atlas. We need to protect it, and that is exactly the thing that we are doing. So we have some scouts that are rushing to the front line, just wanted to try to seek the enemy and find their positions, just to give us some intel on their movement and their advancing vector. And we had a big bunch of mechs just protecting the VIP, and we kept doing so through the whole game. And you will see later why this is important. But for now we're just advancing, just going into position and thing. And that gives me some time just talking about the announcement from PGA that they will advance in the timeline a bit. And I am very hyped about the new weapon system and the new mechs, but I am also a bit scared, because this could be a big balancing issue. It has the potential to be so. So when you imagine maybe an Ultra AC-10 for Innosphere, so the AC-10 has a range of about 450 meters. That is quite a lot, and if it goes along the same way like the Ultra AC-5 of the Innosphere, you just shoot one projectile and you can tap again and shoot another projectile with the same damage score on the same speed, the same range. You have the potential to double tap AC-10s then? That is huge. So imagine a rifleman with 2 Ultra AC-10s in a sphere that will deal a lot of damage to the point. That is really good. That will actually maybe push the power level to mid-range poking even more. And I am not sure if this is the if it's a good idea or a good thing at all. So I'm very curious about what weapons are coming into the game and how they will be balanced. So again, imagine an Ultra AC 20 for the Ionosphere. You deal 40 damage with 2 bullets. That is insane. That is so insane, or would be so insane, if it was the same way as the Ultra Autocannons 5. But that's just a quick side note. So let's just see what happens, and then we will get the stuff to work with, and we have to adapt to what's going on then. So, by the way, we are ahead a bit. We've got already 1 kill on our side, and that's pretty good. And what I'm doing now with my Bushwacker is I am just harassing a bit with my large pulse laser. I can't go in at the moment because there are so many mechs lined up on the other side of that ridge. And yeah, I'm just peeking up a bit just to suppress them, I guess. It's not really suppressing them because I only have a large pulse. But again, it's not time for me being in the fight because I'm in a brawler. I have a very limited range, and therefore I'm just using my large pulse laser to distract them a bit and to push them to cover when I can. And my whole team is doing so. And I very appreciate the effort for that. Unfortunately, I ran into the back of a dude, and then he shot me, and I was like, "Hey dude, don't shoot me." And yeah, he said that I shouldn't run into his ass. Okay, I got it. I'm not sure if shooting is just the right approach there to actually say that I should back up, but okay, it worked. Yeah, as you can see, the VIP has made great progress, and I said to the team, dudes, just play the objective. Our main issue is here to protect the VIP. Actually, that is it. This is how you win the game. You win the game by protecting the VIP, and we shielded him with a lot of our mechs and yeah, progressed with our push. The enemy has at the moment a big advantage by 3, and they are pushing in on us really hard. And now I felt it is time to actually do something about it. So I turned around, and since the VIP is just running towards Echo 5 right now, I thought that this would be my last stand. I could just go in and distract him so much that the VIP can actually get to the dropship, and I hope that we delayed them enough so that we could actually win the game through the objective. And yeah, so I decided to go for a flanking attempt. I couldn't face them all face to face directly, so there was so much firepower, and instead I went around this canyon here, this little trench, and tried to do a backstab attempt. And what I found here was a Nightgyre out of position. So he is totally unaware of me being there, and I could just shoot into his back. So the problem was that Bushwacker there, he found me, he saw that I was coming in, but he is so damn cored, and I've got some backups, so that I decided to just go for him. That was the better approach, and yeah, I just shot my machine guns to his components that had no armor with it. Got a double kill here, got very lucky that the Mad Dog also got a lot of damage to that Nightgyre. And I wanted to get behind the Blackjack. Apparently, I decided to switch to the right flank because I couldn't get behind him in time, and I decided to face him directly because my armor was fresh and the Blackjack is kind of squishy. So again, I just shot my missiles, I shot the machine guns on top of that, and it turned around completely. So the enemy now got a bit panicked because they saw that our VIP is so much ahead and they needed to do something, anything, and they kind of rushed them, or the VIP, and yeah, they got taken out pretty easily. And now it's just time to go into the backs. They are distracted. I had clear line of fire here. I could just easily take that archer down without a problem. I was in his back, and our VIP has a bit of problems. So he's getting shot from the left now, and his center torso is being chewed at. Problem is we got a Banshee here, who has apparently an XL engine because he has 4 large pulse lasers. That is so much. And yeah, therefore I just went for his side torso. And now it's just my job to actually pressure on the enemy that they won't shoot my VIP anymore. I just needed to hold them off as long as possible. I got another very lucky kill here, and yeah, I'm just again going in just to have them deal with me instead of the VIP. I popped an airstrike there. Problem was it was a bit too short. It would be awesome if that one hit as well. But as you can see, it's only 1 enemy left, and we did the totally right thing here. We just protected our VIP until he got over half the way out there, and then the enemy had to do something, or other way they'd lose. And yeah, then a bit of panic broke out. They couldn't react properly, And yeah, we came in from the backs, just destroying everything here. We only have that Nova left, which is so hot at the moment. I don't have much missiles left, so I'm just going for the legs, because the Nova has quite a tanky torso profile, and the legs are quite vulnerable. And there we go. So that was a game with 7 kills on my side. That was really huge. I'm very grateful for the team that they opened up so much space for me for coming back late. Yeah, they just softened them up so hard. And as you can see, 856 is quite a huge number. I got 7 killing blows. I got 4 kill most damage there, 14 components destroyed. That is so much. And I got 10,000 XP out of that and 500,000 C-bills. It was a really huge game, and the next one will be really cool as well. So let's get over to the next and yeah, see how this will go down. Alright, we are playing Domination on HPG Manifold, and we are orientating ourselves pretty much to the right now. We've got a cheeky Jenna there, but we pushed him back with our missiles, and we have a problem by having 2 UAVs above our heads. Kind of a shame that we can't reach them with our large pulse, so I had to call out to the team just to have them doing something about it. And the enemy is very aware of our position right now, so I needed to take some cover. So there is no much chance for me doing something about the UAVs. But actually we could do something right now. So we saw Timberwolf, which was an SRM boat, and there was another guy calling out to go for him, and I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. If it's just a lone Timberwolf, if he has SRMs, I'm the perfect man for that. Problem was that king crab that was coming in from the left, so we needed to avoid a lot of fire from him, and we dove down there. Just, yeah, getting a low profile, trying to, again, avoid the shots and getting close to that Timberwolf. And as you can see, when pairing up on a long-range Timberwolf with 2 brawlers, it will be taken down so fast, especially when he is alone. So our Nova here on the right and me, we are just going for a kill team right now. We are trying to get behind the enemy, and we try to just pick them off one by one. And the Hellbringer is our next target. He is out of position. He was on the run because he wanted to avoid the missiles. We have a lot of missiles on our sides as well. And yeah, he fell down, tried to get to cover, but there was us awaiting him. And we're just wrecking him right now. That was a pretty nice kill there. The problem is the king crab that is coming in, so I called for help here, and I am caught between a rock and a hard place because there was a Zeus in front of me, a king crab behind me, and I just went for the Zeus because this one was caught and I could probably destroy him. So there was a big chance that I made it, and the king crab for some reason went for my leg. Maybe it was a fan of my channel, and apparently I don't do a lot of armor on my legs, and he tried to just get me really quick. But actually he was taken down from behind because my team followed up and he was then out of position. That was really cool. So I'm still alive. I can still do something. The problem is another king crab coming in. The good thing is it's a missile boat with large lasers and he is not that scary. So I can just shoot everything I have. I just wanted to deal as much damage as possible. I even dropped my airstrike here. And yeah, he backed up because he saw that I was potentially dangerous. And now that I'm caught, I'm trying to get down again so that he had to focus somebody else on the other side of the map. And then I went in again when he was distracted. And this was a good thing, so you can always do that. If you are in a brawler, if you're in a tight spot, just pull back for a second. The enemy has to adapt to another situation, and then you can get back in. When the enemy is not focusing you anymore, then you can get out free damage again. So I got a very lucky shot on the direwolf there. That was a nice double kill. And as you can see, my damage score was very high again in this game. And I think the Bushwacker in this loadout, it can pump out a lot of damage. And not because 3 SRM6s and a large pulse laser are dealing a lot of damage, but also because the Bushwacker is very tanky. It has a nice profile, I would say. I wasn't that sure in the first place. But it has a lot of armor quirks to work with, so it can sustain the fights pretty long. And yeah, you will just deal damage and eventually kill your enemy at close range. I like the Bushwacker actually. I was very skeptical in the first place about the hardpoint location and the design of the Bushwacker, but it is a very decent mech. Really, I'm not kidding. I'm very satisfied that I bought the Bushwacker. I will probably buy the reinforcement pack and the hero as well. So yeah, please let me know. That would be interesting. Please let me know in the comments below what your experience with Bushwacker was so far. Again, I'm very happy I'm extremely happy. You have only limited option, of course, because the energy hardpoints are not that much, not in the basic variants, so you need the reinforcements variant or the hero to actually do an energy build. But having all those missile hardpoints and ballistic hardpoints, it's quite nice. So you can do a lot of stuff with it. Also, I got an double AC-10 loadout coming for you in one of the next games. That will be so good. I love the AC-10s. I'm a big fan of it. Innisphere AC-10s is a very solid weapon. Also, that did some breakdance there on the floor. That looked painful. And yeah, I'm very excited about putting that video out with the AC-10 loadout. So already recorded it, only need to do a voiceover for that. But anyway, that's the dose for today. We dealt 729 damage. I got 5 kills here. Okay, 2 were just kill steals or so. But 3 kill most damage dealt, 9 components destroyed, and 3 assists. That was, I think, quite okay. And yeah, that is your daily dose for today in the SRM Bushwacker. I hope you learned something today. I really hope so. Playing Escort is kind of a struggle. You don't get a lot of opportunities to play it actually, and when you do, you screw up most of the time. But yeah, that's your daily dose for today. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel if you want more of this. And if you want to support me, have a look at the description down below. There's a link to my Patreon page. If you want to support me and keep me doing this here, then go ahead and give me some money. And I hope to see you on the battlefield, everybody. Goodbye.